The government has failed to pay pensioners their social grants. Again, it has happened 2 or 3 times before, whereby pensioners go to all the payout points trying to access their social grants, and there's no money. They had to go back the next day and then get paid. Child grants, disability grants, same story. Some people were not paid certain months, and then there's unemployment grant as well. Most of people don't even get it anymore. So now the government is making all kinds of excuses why pensioners were not paid. And this is something that we are going to experience and witness for more months to come, even years to come. Because the ANC has been stealing from the government for 30 years. Now the government does not have any money. I heard in the news yesterday that Transnet is going to lay off 35,000 people. Imagine 35,000 more people unemployed. And this month, 34,000 pensioners did not get paid. So this is something that is going to go on and on and on for months and years to come. And there will come a time where there won't be any social grants at all. The country is going down. And the saddest thing is that because of unemployment in this country, most people depend on social grants. And it's not a lot of money, 2,000 rands, which is about $105. It's not a lot, but that's what people live on. They have to buy electricity. Now the government wants us to buy water. And that is 2,000 rands just for water and electricity. Food is not even included. Clothes, traveling expenses, funeral policies, not included in that money. Just electricity and water. Very expensive. So we are going to see massive poverty. People losing jobs and people not getting paid their social grants. There are no jobs in this country anymore. And people are suffering and the government just don't care. You see, the reason that we're seeing massive unemployment, government not being able to pay grants, it's something that the ANC has done deliberately because they want to run down this country. The ANC is handled by the West, the New World Order. So in order to take over in countries, they have to make sure that there's massive unemployment, there's poverty, and there's chaos in the country. We had unrest like 2 years ago in KZN. We saw looting. We couldn't believe. We were watching on television like, what is going on here? People were looting everywhere in KwaZulu-Natal. They were not arrested. The police was not there. And it was deliberate. Do you know that there is a American base in Botswana just next door? During the unrest, they were preparing themselves to come into the country. Because the plan of the New World Order is that let's bring in chaos in the country. And then we come in as the United Nations to try and help. And that's how they take over your country. So they were ready to do that. And it was spreading, right? The unrest was spreading throughout the country. When it came to Joburg, to Gauteng, it wasn't that massive like in KZN, but it did happen. And other provinces, they stopped it before it came closer to them. So that is the plan. The ANC is stealing from the coffers of the government. The borders are porous. Everybody is coming into the country without papers. Now the government is employing illegal immigrants. Imagine, these people have no papers, but they are the ones who are getting government jobs. Now the government is trying to create jobs because it's elections next year. And they know that everybody's saying, stop voting for the ANC. We want to kick them out. So because they know the people, how gullible they are, you promise them a job, you give them a t-shirt and a food hamper, they vote for you. So now they're trying to clean up their act, pretend as if they care for the people, that you're going to create jobs. And we know that they're not going to create any jobs at all. They're employing foreigners, and they tell foreigners that no, South Africans are lazy. They don't want to work. They are doing this because they know that foreigners are in the country illegally. They don't have the papers that allows them to work in South Africa. So the big business, the capitalists, they employ them and undercut their pay. So they don't want to give people jobs whereby they can make a living. And obviously foreigners, because they come from Africa, most African countries are poor, they will take anything. And because they're illegal in the country, they know they don't have rights, their rights are limited, they just take whatever. Any treatment, any working condition, they accept. So they are doing this deliberately in order to frustrate South Africans, especially black South Africans. The ANC hates black people. These people, they just hate us. They're doing everything in their power to enslave us, to impoverish us. You know, they allow everybody to come in and exploit us. They just don't care. Local black economy has died because the ANC allowed immigrants from Africa to come and open businesses in our communities without the right to do so. And they are protected more than South Africans. So they're doing everything in their power to frustrate us. This is all deliberate because their mandate is to do so, is to destroy this country in order for the new world order to take over. So I'm saying to us, Chabasarantu, Mzanzi, wake up and smell the coffee. See what is happening. We need to come together. We need to rise up, hold hands like we did. We fought the previous government by being united, by being organized. We are where we are today because we fought. The struggle is not yet over. The country is being destroyed piece by piece. We had the story a couple of months ago whereby a Saudi prince came on a huge jet, flew into South Africa. He owns an airstrip here in the country. Imagine. So the ANC doesn't, because they are on a mission to destroy this country. So we have to wake up. It is time that we stand with one voice. Let's support each other. Let's support each other's businesses. Yes, last week, I think it was last week, there was a march to the Union Building to support this Kumalo guy who has been fighting drugs in the country. And his show was very successful because single-handedly he was able to go into the drug dens and arrest these drug dealers. Yet the government has failed. They've said that, drug abuse is so rampant in the country that the government is unable to do anything about it. But here is this man, Bongani, who was able to do that. I think his name is Kolani. Sorry, Kolani. Yes, he did that on his own. Yet the entire government, the entire police service couldn't fight crime of drugs, which is destroying the lives of young people in this country. So everything that is happening in South Africa, it is deliberate. People understand this is what the ANC wants. They only care about themselves. They are enriching themselves. They are rich. Their children are studying overseas. They are living in Dubai. They don't care about us. Electricity is expensive. Water is expensive. They want us to be angry, to come to a point whereby we feel so helpless that we will take any help that comes, even if it comes in the name of foreign aid. But that foreign aid, that foreign investment means the loss of our country. We're going to lose this country altogether. We're going to end up as slaves, worse than during the days of apartheid. We know how it's like. We don't want to go back there. But if we sit and do nothing, that is exactly what is going to happen. We're going to find ourselves being treated like dogs. Our country will be taken over by foreigners from all over the world. Everything will be expensive. We will not be able to make a living. Most people will be homeless. So in order to build wealth for ourselves, so we need to come together and build wealth and refuse to live in this matrix, this program that has been made for us. We can't think for ourselves anymore. We can't speak for those who can't speak for themselves. We can't fight for those who can't. But if we remember where we come from, how we fought for this country, we were exiled, we were imprisoned, we were whipped, dogs were set on us, we were killed, blood has been spilled on the streets. If we can remember, then we will be able to save this country. It is going down, but it's up to you and I to come together, to work together, to support local businesses, to ensure that our elders are well taken care of. We don't have to depend on the government anymore because this government is totally 100% against us. It doesn't want us to develop, to move forward, to advance. So if we change our mindset and understand that I need you as much as you need me, let's bring back the principle of Ubuntu. Motho ke motho ka batho ba bang. I am because you are. Without you, I am nothing. As much as you are nothing without me, I need you. Let's hold our hands together. Let's bring back culture. Culture which says that I can't do nothing without you, and I'm also responsible for you. And that is the only way for us to win the war. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video.